Okay. I just did that all on my own. And I'm thinking, was I successful? Oh, you know what? Hang tight. I forgot my book upstairs. Hang tight. Okay. Of course it couldn't be that smooth. Let's see. Good morning. Oh, you're there. And I'm here. Okay, I had to run upstairs and get my book. I was looking at it last night, thinking about the quilt. So, Patrick and I posted, this is loading right now. So, what I worked on this weekend, good morning everyone. What I worked on this weekend was, I did all of these. These are the traditional piece blocks with quilting. So you have the 4-patch. This was the floral quilting design that was from Red, White, and Blue. And so there were 4 of these. Adorable, adorable, and adorable. And then there were 2 of the pinwheels, ridiculously cute, with loops quilting. So, and I wanted to show you this, like, I don't want you to stress out if the edges of your block don't go all the way out to 4.5 inches, which is what this was trimmed to, because you have the muslin in the back, or if you're using no-show mesh, you have that on the back, and you'll sew to that edge and don't worry about the inner edge, because I know that stresses some people out. As long as you have more than 1/4 of an inch, like this is probably 1/8 of an inch of the muslin behind, like it's 1/8 of an inch short, but it doesn't matter. You have enough to stitch these all together. So these are 4 ridiculously adorable 4 patches, 2 unbelievably cute pinwheels. Oh my goodness. And then we have, these were the windmills, which are these just to die for, and the colors and everything about them is just unbelievable. I just love it. I love how everything's coming together. So you had 3 of these. I don't think I had to rip out one thing. I think I'd sewn right to wrong on one of these. Normally I do a lot of ripping out because I'm rushing, and haste does make waste. And then yesterday I did the flying geese, and these were, to me, super quick. These were, oh my God, they took forever, because just imagine, like, it's the same amount of work. So these 2 were like doing 4 of these, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyways, and I quilted them, one with clover and one with taffy, and they're just absolutely adorable. That took a while. So those videos, those will be up and posted. Like right now, it is loading to YouTube right now. So sorry I couldn't get them to you sooner. I have a production crew, my son, but he decided to get COVID. So yesterday he got home from the beach and he goes, "Oh, I'm not feeling well." He's like, "I think I have COVID." And he tested, and yes, he does. So now Patrick and I are just going to try to stay healthy. And then, of course, this morning, Patrick gave Kai a little cup with a whole bunch of Advil in it and gave it to Kai. Well, Kai got up this morning, went to the bathroom, left his door open. So guess who goes in there and decides to chew up Advil? Miss Poppy. So we had to take her to the vet this morning. She's going to be fine. Like, we realized right away, but she, like, licked them and chewed. I don't know if she swallowed any, but Advil kills dog, so better safe than sorry. She's at the vet. All right, let's get started. I'm just looking at your comments really quickly. I am so sad that I can't make any more of these, but you know what I was looking at this morning? I was looking at my Broomhildas. Look at this book. You would think I've done it because it's so beat up and I've never even stitched this out. Maybe next year, not this year. This will be the one that we'll do. We'll do an oldie and I'll cut a bunch of kits and I'm going to curate it. And we'll do something absolutely adorable with this one. So if you've missed Hello Sunshine and you missed the kits, we'll do this one. Okay. So I wanted to keep today nice. Did you put SF101 on the white fabric? I did not. I did not. I didn't put it on any of the whites. And if you look at this, I don't think that you're seeing really, well, you know what? Maybe I can see a little bit of red through there. What I did with these, because you can see the black on one of these. And then after that, I was like, okay, bump your fabric up a little bit. I want to say this one right here. You can see a little bit of that black shadowing through. I didn't put any SF101, none of it. And I think they look totally fine. I am like staring at this intently and I feel like I can see a little bit of the red shadowing through, but I don't think I would have even noticed that unless Marlene didn't bring it up. And now I go, look, I can see that red shadowing through. But with these, if you bump your fabric up a little bit, I don't know why I didn't even pay attention. And maybe it just didn't stand out to me when I did these. If you bump it up to just cover the red, then you don't see it at all. And I did that on these. So if you watch the video, it shows you how I did it on these. And I didn't think on these are more of a cream. You don't see it at all. And I think I did press these. No, I pressed them to the dark side. Yeah, so I did press them to the dark side. I'm thinking. No, I pressed it open. I don't know. Answer is, I did not put any SF101. And you know what? You don't want to do it on these because it gets really, really thick. If you want to do it on this, I wouldn't do it on this either. No SF101. Just piece and just do your piecing in the hoop or traditional piecing. We're going to go get started. Let's see. How many times has he... Oh my God, Kai. I want to say this is his at least third time, if not his fourth time having COVID. These are what we're going to work on today. Today I went, you know what? I want to just take it kind of easy. I did a lot of work with those. I want to say altogether the piece block, when I put all the videos together, it was like 5.5 hours. That was a lot of work to get these done. So this was about 5.5 hours. And of course I'm filming, so I'm talking, and it probably, maybe if I wasn't talking, it would have taken me like 4.5 hours because I was stitching the entire time. So today I thought, let's just take it easy. We're going to go ahead. I was like, let's just go in order. Cause when I thought about doing all the applique or all the chenille or some of them were more labor intensive. And today I wanted to be really easy, and I'm only planning on just stitching for 2 hours because I have other stuff to do. Wait till you see the back of my quilting through the seasons. It's so cute. I pieced that yesterday. It's adorable. So I want to finish that. I'm going to, if you're joining me on Wednesday, I want to finish this today too. So I'm going to quilt this. This is the home heart and home door decor. So today after this class, I'm going to do the quilting in the hoop in IQ Designer Design Center, and then I'm going to do the auto split quilt sashing around it. So that's why I'm not going to be with you a long time today. So I just have other things to do. And then this too, button panels. I'm going to be stitching all day, and I'm going to go to the store and try and ship out a couple of things because we should get the rest of our t-shirts today. And let's get started. All right. I did do this, and I'm going to make some changes right here. I'll add some colors in here. I did have to change how I was doing my hoopings here. I did do all of these in my 9.5 by 14, and then my large flying geese in the 5 by 7, and then my small flying geese I did in my 7 by 12, but I put multiple hoops that you can use. We're going to go ahead and let's do the cupcakes, and I'm going to do it in my 9.5 by 14 inch hoop. Let me grab that and my muslin. 9.5 by 14. Oh my God, you're so beautiful. Hoops, hoop dee doop, doop dee doop. Oop, oop. Because I can run those down. You know what? Before I hoop it up, because what I learned yesterday is sometimes the hoop I choose is not the right hoop. And I do need to cut some muslin. I had Patrick bring me home a bolt yesterday after his bike ride. I was like, stop at this store. I need a bolt of muslin. So if you ever want to get a bolt, we sell them. You get 30% off. I want to say if you're on the East Coast, it costs about $20 to ship because it's chunky. If you're over here on the West Coast, I mean, $12, something like that. It's not that bad. All right, I'm going to go embroidery. And good morning to all of you. Well, I mean, I don't think we can do Broomhilda's this year because Pumpkins and Potions is coming out. We can't. I mean, how much Halloween can one person do? All right, we are doing cupcakes. So the quilting design for cupcakes is swirls 4x4, and that's from Clear Blue Tiles. What if you don't have Clear Blue Tiles? Buy it? No. I really like the Clear Blue Tiles. All these designs that are in there, I love. So I would get it, but if you don't want to get it, just go to your little library of background quilting and choose anything. It doesn't make a difference. 4x4 swirls. This one right here. I'm going to go ahead and set it. And I'm going to go up here. Let's choose 9.5 by 14. Okay. And add. And we're going to add the cupcake. Cupcake. Did you see those on the side? That was me practicing my auto split quilt sashing because I haven't done it in a while. Applique blocks. There's your cupcake. These should go pretty easy. These should be quick and easy. Okay, I think that's going to fit. So I'm going to go ahead and let me combine that. So then I can move it as one. So to combine, I'll show that to you again. Not all machines have this feature. If you have this feature, it's going to look like this button down here where it has the square, circle, and triangle. That is not 3 different buttons. It's one button. And because if I go to move this right now, just one element will move, the quilting or the cupcake. I'm going to touch this button and now it turns the whole thing pink. It's one design. And we can, did I say okay to that? Yeah, I did. Now it's one. Isn't that nice? And I'm going to go edit, move, and okay. I want 4 of those. We're doing the exact same thing. Easiest thing to do instead of add, layer them, combine them, move them, is just to hit this button. This is your make a copy button. We'll put one here. We'll put one here. And we'll put, whoops, didn't mean to do that. And we'll put one here. Whoops, it's separated. Undo. Undo. Let's just make a copy. Oh, undo. I don't know why it is separating that out. I'm going to go back. Hang on. Okay, copy. Yeah, it's moving the whole thing. When in doubt, undo. And maybe I'll just keep my finger out of there. Perfect. Make copy. Move. Edit. Make a copy. don't know why it was separating it, but just try something different if it's not doing what you want it to do. Okay, that looks pretty even. I have more room there. So do I have any 4x4s? I have, why don't I do my 2 ladybugs, right? So I'll do my 2 cupcakes. I mean, oh, wait, it was only 4 cupcakes. Sorry. Okay, undo, 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 undo. We only needed 2 cupcakes. Okay, the problem with me doing my ladybugs right now is that when I combine them, I gotta combine everything that's on the screen. So, okay, this is what we should do. I'm gonna undo, undo. I'm gonna put this into memory. Just this guy, and it'll save it. I'm hoping it saves it as a combined design. Let me take it to the next page. Next page combines, right? So we're gonna put it into memory, and I'm gonna put it on the machine. That should keep it combined, I'm hoping. Let's go back and undo. Is he combined? Yeah, I guess I can't move it with my finger. Or with that. Okay, combine, combine. There we go. Let's move them out of the way. And now let's go ahead and we're going to put in our, let's do the ladybugs. And background quilting is going to be floral 4x4. And I haven't been looking at your comments. How much Halloween can we do? I'm barely keeping up with me, Miss Linda. I'm barely keeping up. I know. This morning I was like, I am so happy I'm doing this so long, or else I would just be laying here in bed all day, wasting the day, and I hate wasting a day. Well, I love wasting a day, but it makes me feel super guilty. I want this one out of the way. Is this still combined? I'm just going to move those for right now. Okay, let's add. I'm going to add my ladybug. I'm kind of just figuring this out. This may or may not work. And he's centered, so we're just going to leave it like this. I'm going to take these things and throw them away. And I'm going to hope that I can save this in the next screen. I'm going to put it into memory. Okay, let's see if that worked. I'm going to go home to clear it. That's what I need. I want this one. Set. Edit. Move. Ah! It does not do it. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and say okay to that. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and color. I'm going to group it. Move it. And we'll just do cupcakes first. We'll do 2 cupcakes. And I go, okay, if I'm doing 2 cupcakes in my 9.5 by 14, I'm just going to go 9.5 by 9.5 because it's a little more unwieldy. But if you don't have that, don't worry about it. Just use your 9.5 by 14. This is when it's nice to have every size hoop. Okay. And then I'm going to add. Now I'm going to make a copy. Is it grouped? Yes, it's grouped. Make a copy. Move. I was trying to save us some time. Okay, we're ready. Let me go ahead. Nine and a half. Let me grab my hoop. Nine and a half by 14. So I need muslin. I like my muslin to be 14 and a half. So when I use my 9.5 by 14 or my 9.5 by 14 or my 9.5 by 9.5, I cut my muslin 14.5 inches. It's plenty. Here's my beautiful muslin. I love this. I get it from E.E. Shank. And what I love about it is I know it's going to be perfect. Like, you know when you order stuff online? I did order a roll online. That was not perfect. It stitches actually beautifully, but you know when you are used to something being a certain way and you don't like the change? I know I'm rolling out way more than I need, but that's because I'm going to fold it over in half. Some people don't like muslin this wide. I love it because I don't have to cut it often. And what if you don't like it this wide? You could cut it in half. You could turn your 9.5 or your 90 inch into 45 inch. Just slit it down the edge. 14 and a half. And here we go. Here we go. That to the side. Hoop up. You know what I saw this morning, Lynn, that made me think of Michelle? There was, is it called orange pumpkin spice? Like that she loves. There's like a fabric and it was all orange pumpkin spice. And I was like, oh my God, I need to buy a bolt of that so Michelle can use it in a project because she loves it so much. I should get it and surprise her. She doesn't watch these, so. I think you could do 14 inches too. Here we go. Hand tighten and then use your hoop tightener. Ooh, I can't tighten that at all. It's snug. All right. Let me rearrange. Put this back. This is how I like it. And, okay, with all this excess, I should tuck it away because you know what happens when I don't? I sit on it. I step on it. So I have these big Wonder Clips. They're the jumbo Wonder Clips. Are you like, let's get on with it, Jeannie? How come this wasn't all done beforehand? Believe me, I was nonstop motion yesterday, and I thought to myself, wow, I haven't like sewn this much in a long time. Like, is this like me just being better? Like maybe I was unwell. I thought there were lots of times when I felt like fine, but maybe I didn't. That's what I thought. Because I was like nonstop action yesterday. The only time I stopped, Patrick needed a little love and attention. He's like, will you go out with me? He wanted to just run it. He's like, he said he hasn't like left the house to like do anything. We ran out and just went to like Shields. And Patrick and I have so much stuff at this point. We don't need anything. So I bought some stuff for Kai. Kai hates it when we buy him stuff. So I said to him, I go, I was like, Kai, Mommy works really hard and Mommy needs a little retail therapy, but Mommy doesn't need anything. So I'm going to get you something. Can you just accept it from me, please? Oh my God, that child put up such a battle. And it's not like he didn't need it. He needs a pair of nice shorts. That child does. When he goes out, he wears like gym shorts. If we go out for like a nice dinner, I'm like, you need these. All right. Let me move my computer back so I can see your comments. Quilting through this before I start. Oh, we have those in the store. I think they're on the website, Miss Joanne. All right. Let's go ahead, say okay, and let's color group. We're going to go embroidery, And on this screen, your color grouping. Remember, there's 2 screens right here. Layout will give you these options. Touch layout again, brings this back up. And they just go like this. They just go one in front of the other every time you hit the button. So I'm going to go layout. There's my color grouping button. That will work as long as your designs aren't overlapping and it doesn't ruin the integrity of the design. It will never stitch the whites of Mickey's eyes after the blacks, the pupils. You know what I mean? So the machine is smart. Like, what? Cannot be used when patterns are overlapping. Honestly, I do not understand that. I do not understand that. Because we are not overlapping. Okay, return. Oh. Well, you know what? I think, you know what? It might be saying we're overlapping because I have designs on top of each other. So let's go layout. I'm going to go move. I'm going to move it up and I'm going to uncolor group on the previous page. Okay, let's go return. We are not color grouped. Uncolor group. Embroidery. Have we ever done this before? I feel like I'm new to embroidery right now. Okay, let's just do it we'll just repeat. Because my cupcakes are on top of my, this is what we're going to do. Because I want a color group. I'm going to go return. I'm just trying to think if I should put those, load those later on top of the quilting. Maybe I always do them one at a time. This is what we're going to do. Wait. I'm going to put that in memory. And then we'll add it later. Okay. I'm going to do these 2 first. And then I'm going to come back and get the cupcakes and put them on. And then I'm going to do those 2. So I don't have to keep switching my colors or fast forwarding. So I'm going to go embroidery. Okay. Sorry about that. Layout, color group. Because they were overlapping. I had cupcakes on top of my design, so it wouldn't let me do that. I feel like I'm brand new to embroidery today. It is maybe the background quilt. Yeah, it was the background quilting because I put cupcakes on top of background quilting. And I wish Kimberbell would include the background quilting. I keep telling him that. Can you guys include it? Here we go. First step is the placement for your batting. So I'm grabbing both of my batting pieces right now. And I'm going to give them a little shot of spray. I'm also going to spray both of my background pieces, which are going to be these 2 right here. I don't know why I just couldn't wrap my head around that this morning. Okay, let me go ahead and lay down my batting pieces. You're doing now beside down. And I also sprayed my background pieces too. I'm just going to center it to this. Or we're going to have to, I am going to, mine are overlapping a little bit, so I'm going to have to push these out of the way. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to go right to here. It's going to be fine. I just don't want it to stitch on, because you need about, like an inch all the way around. Half an inch will be fine too. That's all going to get cut. So let's just do that. Okay, now we're going to do the quilting stitch and then the cupcakes. And I'm going to look at my fabric right now because I want to think, what color should I do for my quilting? This is like a busier quilting design. I might just go with taffy. What do you think? Should I go with the taffy? It's going to be flowers and stuff like that. Oh no, it's swirls. Yeah, let's do this. So I'm doing taffy. I just looked at my screen. I think the the ladybugs are swirls. Am I not firing on all cylinders today? Let's skip some steps. So we need to go ahead, and that's tack down for the batting. We don't need that because we cut it to size. This is where you go forward and backward stitches. And then this is the background placement, and that's the tack down. We are going to do that. So I'm just going to touch in here in the turquoise. I'm still in turquoise. I'm in orange. That's what I want. I'm going to go ahead and tack this down. If it sews the other one down a little bit, that's totally fine. We're just going to be cutting. Okay, let's do our quilting now. You're fussy cutting right around this outside stitch, so it's okay if I didn't have like a full inch over here on this side. What's everyone working on today? Love it. Just enough, right? Okay, after it does this quilting, we're going to go back and we're going to load the cupcakes. But we're going to have to throw away the swirls afterwards, but you need it for right now, just for the placement. going to be a class. The auto split and the quilting in IQ Designer is going to be a class. And I was thinking about it last night, and I was like, is it like, or clear? I haven't done it in a while, but I was like, is it just easier to drop in clear blue tile designs? I was thinking about that last night. Miss Charlene's working on red, white, and blue. I just pulled mine out this morning, Charlene, because literally I just have to quilt, I think, like 2 sides, and mine is done. It's been sitting there in a pile. I also finished the backing for my June cuties, which I hadn't finished. I was on fire yesterday. Okay, so we are done with the quilting, the background quilting on the cupcakes, and you don't have to do it the way I'm doing it if you want to just do one at a time. But I don't want to do all the color changes between all the cupcakes. So now I'm going to say, okay, I'm just going to go home because I saved it, although I had thrown away one of the cupcakes, which is okay. I'll figure it out. So it's right here, set. And why don't I throw this away? I'm going to delete that. I'm going to group this because I need 2 of them. I'm going to make a copy of it. Make a copy. There. I'm going to move it with my arrows because for some reason it wanted to split apart when I used my finger. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to split these apart. So I have to ungroup. This is your ungrouping. Grouping will turn it pink. Ungrouping will make everything white. Let me make sure this one's not. So now I'm going to make sure that I have, it's hard to see what's highlighted right now. Right now I think it's the cupcake because the red box is going around the cupcake. This will go between your different elements. So now see how the box is bigger? So that's my background quilting. I'm going to throw it away. So now it's left, I'm left with just the cupcake, but I know he's in the right spot. I'm going to arrow over to this one. It's big. It's around the background quilting, and I'll show you the difference. Do you see how now it's right around the cupcake? Now it's around the background quilting. So I'm going to delete that too. And now we have both of our cupcakes. So I'm going to touch embroidery. Now I should be able to color group because I don't want to do all the color changes. So I just want to do it once. I'm going to go layout. Here's my color group button. Now it let me color group. Okay. I think my brain is working now. I just need to fire it up. Let's go ahead and do our stitching. We're going to stitch our cupcakes. Here they are. Okay. Do you like the instructions? It says refer to the color chart on page 33. Where are you? Color chart. It's going to walk us through it. 33. Ooh. Okay. I'm down. Liner placement. Placement line. So go ahead and we are going to do our first step. I'm sure it's going to move over there. Here we go. Liner is going to be your black and white fabric. And this was directional. So you needed to cut it so your stripes were going up and down and not horizontal. Although it doesn't really make a difference. Depends on what you want. You do what you want. This is why we color grouped. So we didn't have to go back and do all the steps all over again. We can just do them once. But you needed it on your background quilting. Maybe I just haven't done something like this in a long time. Must not have. Alright, I'm going to lay this down. And I gave mine a little shot of spray. And there's my cupcake liner. I'm going to lay this down. There we go. And now it wants you to do the tack down. This is all satin stitch, so the color doesn't really make a difference right now, although they don't have that in there. And let's get your snips. Get your snippy snips. Linda's with me. She's like, yeah, I don't want to do it twice either. This is fun. I was looking forward to today because I was like, it's going to be easy peasy. I'm not going to have to think too much. Although I did have to think just then, right? Okay, we're going to trim. These are my favorite snips. They're my Havels. You can get really close if you hold your fabric up. That's so tight in there. My 9.5 by 9.5 is like so snug when you slide it on. I try not to like move it, but I need to. Ugh. Here we go. And right now, I'm dreaming about ice cream from Cold Stone Creamery. We went on Saturday night. We took Kai out for dinner, and then afterwards I was like, I want ice cream. I didn't eat ice cream. I think I've had ice cream maybe once since my diagnosis, and I bought I think the Like It's little one, and I got a Love It, which is a little bigger, and the gal that made mine. Okay, next it wants you to do frosting placement line. So just go ahead and hit start again. The girl that made mine made it huge. It was like so big. It should have been whatever like the next biggest size was. So I don't eat a lot of ice cream, so I brought it home, and it's in my fridge, and I'm thinking about it right now. I'm thinking about how I want to go and eat it. All right, I am spraying. So this is my dime spray tent right here. And this is the spray I love. It's the K Cake and Old. So I'm going to spray these. These are my frosting pieces. I am not a taper. However, I do tape occasionally. Just a little bit. Did you hear that? It was such an itty bitty spray. It was a princess spray. Oh, this fabric is so cute. I couldn't find the confetti fabric. They didn't make it anymore. Or the sprinkles. I looked for sprinkles. But this is the confetti, and I'm pleased with it. Color doesn't make a difference. Just go ahead. I'm still using my taffy. Fun. I did not shape flex these. Any of your lighter colors, you could shape flex. I wouldn't do it for any of the things for piecing, but like if you wanted to, you could do it on this. I mean, it is on a red background, but it's gonna be fine. Shape flex, optional. Okay, now you're going to trim the fabric. I know a lot of you are using your scan and cut to cut your applique pieces, and I just like, I haven't made it a habit yet, and so this is the easiest thing for me to do. Because I feel like I need to set aside a little bit of time so I can learn what to do. I don't know what my problem is because, right, these pieces are already cut, so it's not like you have to, like, figure out what size to cut your applique pieces. Maybe I need to stabilize them with secret sauce, right? Is that what you guys would recommend? So I need to stabilize them with Terrio Magic and Best Press. And, I don't know if people are putting a fusible backing on this, like if you're using Misty Fuse, Decor Bond Light, Hot Fix. What's everyone doing? Is somebody Kathy Bolin. I know you used your scan and cut because you put that in the spreadsheet, which I loved. And I think that's really helpful for a lot of people. Nice and close. April, are you a scan and cutter too? You strike me as somebody who's like tech savvy. I am tech resistant. Oh, that's Momo. I'm going to let him in because he doesn't attack me while I'm sitting at the machine. Okay, now it wants you to do the liner satin outline, and it is recommending a gray. And so I'm going to go ahead and use... Okay, Momo. Mama will let you in a minute. I'm going to use coin. Should I use coin? Coin or light gray? How about... Yeah, why don't we use coin or should I use light gray? Light gray. I'm going to... Ooh, I'm going light gray. Okay, Momo. I can't stand to hear my baby cry. Hi, handsome. Talking to the dog, not Patrick. Although I would say that about Patrick too. Lead gray. Do I have a medium gray? You know how you're just like, well, I'm just picky. Dolphin. These look like the same color. This one is a little more grayish. Okay. Lead gray it is. I can't do it. I'm sorry, lead gray just doesn't seem cupcakey to me. Lead gray. I'm going coin. I know it's light, but it's just brighter. Okay, coin. You just saw the internal battle in my head. When you slide this back in, if your hoops are sticky and they don't go on well, hold this so you don't move it out of, you don't bump it out of alignment. This is a decent amount of stitching right here. I can't tell you how much because I didn't touch my layout screen. I'll have to do that next time we start. And I'm happy I chose the coin. I'll add these colors into the spreadsheet. It was the right choice. Very cute. And for the top of the cupcake, it is recommending a pink. So I think I'll just go ahead and, I think I want to do a brighter pink though. Should we do the taffy? Taffy might blend too much. Let me grab my pink. Here are some choices. We could go pink lemonade. Pink. I don't like pink. Pink's too pink. We could do blush. Blush is kind of cute too. Okay. I'll decide between these two. It's either going to be pink lemonade or blush. Let me let that sink in a little bit. What about bubble gum? Utumami. And then this is pink rose. Maybe. Okay, we'll just put them up here and we'll decide. I'm thinking I'm probably going to go pink lemonade. But I'll decide at the last minute. Need to increase the size 0.8 to 1.2 of the original SVG file. And so, are you increasing it that much, April, because you're not using a, like, how are you getting it to stick down? Are you spraying it with some spray adhesive, or are you using some kind of double-sided adhesive on your applique pieces? In a blue! Oh my God, Marlene. You're really getting me to, like, get out of my comfort zone here. Okay, let me see. There is like turquoise in it, so we could do, oh yeah, yep. Okay, Marlene, you got it. I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I am gonna use robin's egg. Marlene, that was such a great idea. Is it gonna look good with the rest of my colors? Let me see. I think it should, right? Or should I do we have any turquoise in the whole thing? This is what I'm worried about. I don't want to start throwing colors in there. That does look so good though, doesn't it? I'm worried about just like making my color palette too crazy though. Now it wants white for the liner decorative top stitching. Okay, let me do that first. And that way I don't have to make a decision right now. Let me look. Look at theirs. They want white liner decorative top stitching. Okay, let's do white for right now. You're right, blue looks so good though. I'm a chicken. This is the thing, Marlene. I regret my decisions. I'd say I'm about 50-50. Half the time I'm like, that was awesome. And the other half I'm like, where's my seam ripper? Because this one really does look the best, doesn't it? And it looks so good with the red. Where are my piece blocks? Oh, look at this. I need a bluish green. I feel like I need to do this. Because, see this block here? Nope. This is like, I don't have this color in any of it. But I have this, right? So this. And there's a mint in there. I think there's a mint. It's more of a green. I'm going to go with this one. And then they'll go. Then my color palette will match. All right, here we go. Is that the color? No, that's good enough. It is a colorful quilt, for sure. Let me wind my white back up. That lives on my machine, so it's not making a big old mess. And I'm going to go with this mint. Beautiful mint. And let's put away all these pinks that I just pulled out. Because I think that was a better call, Marlene. This looks like probably about 10 minutes of stitching. I feel like I need to do some stitching while we're doing this. I could get on my PQ 1500 and finish up my, I don't know. Grab some batting. I'm here. I'm just layering a quilt. Background fabric. Have you ever Terrio Magic? If so, do you know if it has... I don't know if it has an expiration date. I have never... I have Terrio Magic. The bottle I have is, I'd say older. It's probably like 2 years old, and it seems to be fine. So I think it's fine. I've never used Terrio Magic, just Terrio, well, that's a lie. The first time I ever used Terrio Magic, I sprayed it right on my fabric, and then I stuck my iron right on it, and it made the biggest mess, stuck to my iron. It was awful. So I use half and half. I put half and half Terrio Magic, half and half Best Press. I don't measure it, I eyeball it, and that's what I use now. And it might flake a little, but you just kind of brush it off, and it's not a big deal at all. But I don't think it has an expiration date. I mean, you just don't want to leave it exposed. So just leave it in its container with the top on tight. Uh-oh. You just sewed your ice creams together? That sounds like a genie thing to do. Did it wrap underneath? Can you save it? Yeah, you're right, Marlene. Pink is boring sometimes, so I'm glad that you suggested a different color. Okay, I'm going to get my next embroideries ready. And since I'm in this hoop, I'm going to go ahead and grab my 2 ladybugs. So I know we're not totally in order, but that's okay. Ladybugs. Here's the fabric for the ladybugs. It's going to be super, super cute. I always feel so good when I like peel this off and I'm like, ah, block done. Complete. The problem is the whole quilt doesn't get done in my case. I have lots of blocks that are done. Whole quilts, not as many. And then we have our kites. Oh my god, those are going to be adorable. What's this? This is my piece block. Put these back in here. So I was going through like the list of everything that needs to be done, and I was like, wow, we have gotten a lot done. Because I mean the filler blocks, so many of those are filler blocks. The traditional piece blocks, like there were a lot of those. And I think I can squeeze my ladybugs right down here without having to rehoop. I am going to clip up here, and I'm going to clip so I'm maybe like a 1/4 inch away from that stitch line, and that way I have enough room. And there we go. Cupcakes done. I'm going to slide this out just so I can trim this away. And it should be, these blocks are going to be 4.5 by 4.5, right? No, 4.5 by 4.5. So that should leave us room down here at the bottom. Let me go ahead and slide this back on, and let's load our next design. Ladybugs, here we go. All right, ladybugs. Who doesn't love a ladybug? Actually, I have Violet has a friend that doesn't love ladybugs. I'm like, how can you not love ladybugs? They're so cute. Let's go embroidery, and we're gonna load in Floral 1 4x4. Floral 1 is from Red, White, and Bloom. Embroidery, PES, Floral 1 4x4 set. Embroidery. Whoops. Return. Trigger happy. Okay, let's go ahead and let's load our ladybug design. So, or you know what? We're going to have to do this the same way we did it before. So we're going to take this and drag it all the way down to our bottom. So we're going to go edit, move with your finger first, and then arrows for precision. Okay, and just make sure you're snugged right in the corner. And now we're going to add, nope, don't hit add, just make a copy. Move. Let's take a picture of our hoop too and see, make sure we're not overlapping. I'm going to take a picture. Scan. And I just want to make sure that's not going to be overlapping with my cupcakes at all, because I don't want to have to rehoop if I don't have to. Okay, so we're close. Do you see that? We're close, but not right on it, so we should be fine. All right. See where it is? So I'm going to go embroidery. And I am going to go down here where I go forward and backward stitches so I can see what's coming up. First thing we're going to do is placement for the batting. Just go ahead and stitch. So this just fits. If you don't like that and you need more room, use your 9.5 by 14 instead, but this is fine. Let me get my 2 pieces of batting. You're spraying the wrong side because wrong side is going down and wrong side is the nubbier side. That's your wrong side. The dimpled inside is your right side. And you're also going to spray your background fabric too. Wrong side. And we'll lay everything down at once. You have to be mindful of the middle in between them. You know how to watch it right here. And if you were doing one at a time, then you would just do your back. Ooh, what happened there? Oh, I forgot to color group. Shoot. Okay, I'm going back to stitch 0. Layout, color group. And then I'm going to go here where I go forward and backwards. And I can fast forward through that first placement stitch. And now we're going to do our second one. And everything else should be color grouped from here on out. This is a great class to teach you what to do in case you do it wrong the first time. Because it seems like that's just how I'm operating today. So everything is color grouped now. So we are going to skip the tack down for the batting because we have cut it to size. Oh my God, that was like, I was trying to lay my batting down. It was like a moving target. And we are going to skip the placement stitch for the background fabric because we're going to lay that down right now. There's one. Just spraying my background fabric. Oh my God, Linda, are you way ahead of me? I'm going to put this one down here, just like that. And put this one down here. Oops, are you even seeing it? Just like this. I'll move it over to here. Okay, I think I'll be outside of the stitch area now. Let's go to our next step. That is tack down for the batting. Don't need it. That turquoise is placement for the background. Don't need it. That's tack down for the background. We need it. And I want a contrasting color that we can see. What are we going to do our quilting in on this? I think I'll probably do the linen. Because isn't the linen pretty? And or should we do a different color? Let's see. These are colors that are going to go down. So we could do red. Red's too aggressive for me. I'm going linen all the way. Final answer. Let's take this out. But I want the linen right now. This is kind of close. So I want a color I can see. Here, I'll just pull this back just in case. And I know that's only about 1/2 inch, but you're going to be fine with that. You're fussy cutting around that line. Okay, now it wants to do the quilting stitch, and I'm just going to leave the linen in there. So let it go. This is 2 minutes of stitching. I don't know if that's 2 minutes for both or 2 minutes each. I'm going to add that color to the spreadsheet, and then I will add it in later on to the final spreadsheet that I send you guys. But I lost my pen. Yeah, I'm adding the colors I'm using right now. So April, what are you using then? Are you doing Keep On Light? Ladybug, linen. And then, what color did I use to do the quilting? I think I used Stash. Okay, and it should hop across and do the quilting on the other side. I'm going to go do some more layering. I'll be right back. to my quilting through the seasons is so cute. Just loving it. All right, we're going to do what we did before. So we're doing the quilting first. Now we're going to go ahead. We're going to add in the ladybugs so that we can color group. So I'm going to say okay. To add, we have to go to the previous screen. This is our layout screen. This is the screen from which we stitch out. To go to the previous screen, just hit return. It'll take you to the screen before. I'm going to get rid of this scan. I'm going to hit close, and we're going to add. So I'm going to add. Let's get the ladybug. Ladybug, where are you? You applique block. There you are. Set. All right, I am going to actually, let's take this. I'm going to get rid of this one. So we're going to delete. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to center it. He came in centered. I'm going to touch edit, move, and when I hit this button here, it'll center whatever design is selected, which I had that floral one. So now they're centered. Each of them are centered together. I'm going to say okay. I'm going to group them. So here's my grouping button down here. If you don't have the grouping button, I think you could just kind of layer it, right? And then save it. So I'm going to say okay. Oh, let's turn it all pink to group. I'm going to move it into that corner. Then I'm going to say okay. I'm going to make a copy of those two. I'm going to move it into the other corner. Now I'm going to ungroup and I'm going to get rid of the background quilting, but I wanted to make sure the ladybugs were placed where they were supposed to be, which is completely centered. Here's my grouping button. Oh, so you can group here or you can group here. It says they're ungrouped right now. There's their grouped. There they're ungrouped. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of the designs that we don't want the background quilting. Those, see the red dots and see how they're inside? So we know that the other ones are the background quilting. Hit delete. Let's go, just hit select here. Don't touch it with your finger because you might move stuff around. You might select the wrong thing. Why won't it let me go? Let me see if I have to ungroup and regroup. Okay, let me see if it'll let me go over there now. There. Okay. I think I touched that and grouped it. See how you can just group it here. All right. Let's see if it'll let me go. There. There's the ladybug. There's the outer background quilting. Delete. Somebody's calling me. Now I have my ladybugs. They should be exactly where they need to be. I'm going to go in my next screen. I'm going to color group so I don't have to change colors. Layout, color group, and we're ready to go. Here we go. I'm going to change my color though because it's kind of hard to see the linen on top of everything else. Colors we're going to be using are going to be probably the red and the black. Where's my book? Let's look at the book and see what they're using. You know, it's amazing to me how I can lose things. I've lost my book. Here it is. Stepped away with it. Ladybugs. Here's my ladybugs, and it's calling for black and red. And for right now, why don't I just do this color right here? Well, black is going to be first. I'm going to just use this taffy just for right now. It's just going to be placement and tack down lines in the beginning. First thing is head and body placement lines, and we are going to be placing down the black fabric, I'm assuming, but let's make sure. Let's look at our picture. Yes. So we're going to be placing down our black fabric first. There's the head and the body, and then the wings are the red. spray tent. I'm going to give these a little shot of spray. You know why some of my stuff doesn't get done? I don't like layering. I don't like layering, and I don't like stitching in the ditch. So then it sits there. Ah. Oh yeah, April, this spreadsheet has, whether you have the original spreadsheet, I've been breaking it down a little bit, but it has right here the quilt design and then where it's from. CBT stands for Clear Blue Tiles. Red, White, and Bloom is the Red, White, and Bloom pack. So yes, it is in there. It's in there, lady friend. My ladybug. I'm going to challenge myself to fit this in one side, which I don't know why, because I sprayed the other one. Not like I can keep it sprayed. It means I do have to stop it. Yeah, why did I need such a big piece of fabric? Okay, I'm going to hit stop because I have to trim this and then lay it down. One of the gals that does some stitching for us is stitching out pumpkins and potions for our store. And it's so cute. She came in yesterday and brought some of the quilt squares in. So I'm hoping I can show them to you this week. Because Pumpkins and Potions comes out on June 24th. It's really, really cute. Oh, do you like how blurry that is? There we go. Probably not. This is 16 minutes of stitching. These are easy peasy, quick. Now you know I start cutting before it's even done stitching. I'm just impatient. I'm like, oh, I can cut right now. I think something I love is the Pumpkin and Potion Embellishment Kit. They have this multicolored glitter that goes into the potion bottle. Oh my goodness. And the new line of fabric's going to be amazing too. All right, now it's going to be the placement stitch for the... I didn't hit my button, so I'm not seeing what's stitching out. There we go. I needed that. I like to know it's stitching out. I like to know how much time it's going to take. These are the wings. Part of me goes, I didn't have to do that placement line. I could just center it to the body, but might as well just do it. It's a little thick there though, right? I'm going to skip this one because it gets really thick right here, or you could skip that stitch. And I'm just going to lay this down. It just needs to be centered to the body and past the butt. I'm not going to finish that placement. So this is where you go forward and backward stitches. You don't have to do everything. And let me lay this down. And you know what? They don't do the traditional colors. You know how the new ones, it's always orange and turquoise. This looks like blue and red. So here it goes. It's going to be thick right there. Again, color's not going to make a difference because it's going to have a nice big, ooh, I didn't like that. Nice big heavy satin stitch. Good morning, Asuli. Haven't been, lots going on. Oh no. Oh, Asuli, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sounds like you have a lot on your plate. Sewing can wait, my darling. Sewing can wait. Okay, go ahead and trim these up. A lot of times if I'm just stitching on my own and I look at a placement stitch, like sometimes it'll be, you'll be placing flexi foam. And then it does the placement stitch goes right around the flexi foam. I'll skip that because I'm like, well, I know exactly where it's going to go. It's going to go right where the flexi. Okay, let's just say, how cute are you, Ladybug? So I'll skip that step. You just have to remember to skip that step on your screen too, on the machine. Yeah, this new variant is just everywhere. I talked to my brother. He's a doctor out in Colorado, and he says it's all over there too. So it's just, everyone be careful. Be careful. Take care of yourself. Wash your hands. Put on a mask if you want. I might wear a mask at the store this week. I want to stay healthy for the quilt show. And my upcoming trip. That's the one I'm really worried about. Okay, black. Let me grab my black thread. Where is my black? Here it is. Here's black up here. We're going to do the outline stitch with the little antenna. That's 2 minutes of stitching, so I think it's 4 minutes of stitching for both of these. I have found out no more information about Lori Holt. I think I asked my rep, I was like, what do you think the chances are they're going to make a kit? And she thought the chances were good. But don't want to promise you anything. Don't want to overpromise and under-deliver, but I think the chances are going to be good. But it might not be out until, I'd say, maybe this fall. Fabric kits. Have you... Okay, I'm going to let that, while that goes, I'm going to be layering over here. What happened? Did we not bed down? Okay, hang on. I've been, whoops. Always cut your thread so you don't drag it like I just did. Top and bottom. Yeah, not sure why that didn't catch because my bobbin thread is up and well. Just something that happens sometimes. Let's go back to the beginning of that part. Let's go -10. It's right at the bottom part, so I'm going to go -10. -10. Did it really do that much? Okay, +1s. There we go. Should be good. And then we're going to put in our red. I've been using apple. If I can find it. When in doubt, look on the floor. At least that's the motto here at my house. And this is going to be 10 minutes of stitching. And by doing it this way, then we don't have to sit and color change over and over again. We can just let it go. Although you do have to, if you want the background quilting, you do have to stitch the background quilting first. And then you're going to be stitching out the applique blocks. After we finish these, next on the agenda is going to be, was it the ice cream cones? Let me look. And that is all I'm going to do for, well, that's a lie. That's all I'm currently planning on doing for Hello Sunshine. But next week's agenda, I was looking at this last night while I was in bed. That's why I had to run upstairs and get it. Just go ahead and let it stitch out the bodies. We're going to do ice cream cones next. Ice cream cones have to go in. I'm going to add these colors in. Ice cream cones are 6x8, so I was going to swing them this way and do them horizontally in my 7x12 hoop. So I can go get that hooped up right now. And then we'll do the kites. I'm going to stitch to completion. Oh my goodness. It is almost, I'm still going to stitch it all. Maybe we'll stitch till 1 o'clock. But next week, the plan is let's do chenille blocks. So we're going to do pineapples and we'll do the sentiments. Sentiments are so quick. I think I'm probably going to stitch these in the evenings this week. And so chenille blocks, sentiments, and bicycles. Let's make that. This is all we have left. This is it. Pineapples, sentiments, bicycles, watermelon halves are going to be so super, these are going to be super easy. You're just putting in the ribbon, but there's not much stitching here. Okay, I will email you, and I will post videos this week as I stitch, but I imagine that I'm going to do all the sentiment blocks. I'm going to do the watermelon halves, the mason jars. I might do it all. Maybe next week, the only thing we might do together will be the chenille blocks, the bicycles, and the flower blocks. I'm going to try and do all the rest during the week. I'll post you. I'll keep you up to date with what I'm getting done. I'll post updated spreadsheets and then an agenda for next week. Hey, if we get that done, I can started picking up on quilting through this season's embellishments. And how about a mini quilt? I'd love to throw a mini quilt in there too. All right, just let this stitch. Can you add me to your list for this quilt? I can add you to my list, Miss Nora. Let me, will you do me a favor? Because I'm live feeding from my computer. Will you email me? Can you email me at jeannie1sew@gmail.com and just say that, and then I will add you to the sew along list. Yes, I catch. Oh, Lisa, you need to. Can you take a sewing machine over there? Literally in my head, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have some downtime, and maybe I'll just try not to have downtime when I go to Korea. I was thinking maybe I could bring my featherweight with me, but that would be easy, right? You could just carry that on the plane. But then you have to bring your fabric, and you have to bring all the other stuff, and I was like, okay. Come on, Jeannie. You're going to go to Korea. Let's just enjoy Korea. But I did think that for a second. Okay, Ladybugs are done. Looking cute. Everything fit in the hoop. Let's go ahead and hoop up. Right now I'm hooping. I'm like layering my quilting through the seasons. It's looking so good. Because I haven't been able to finish it yet. Because I pieced my back, and it took me, I did that yesterday. It probably took me about, I'd say 2 hours to get that done. We're going to be doing those. Ice cream cones. And I'm going to do those in my 7x12 hoop, which I was using last night. Let me grab that. Let's come on over here. Hoop up. Let's pick up everything on the floor first. There's lots of stuff. And there's thread in here that I don't know where it's coming from. Okay. I have green thread. Sorry, I'm in search of thread that seems to be coming out of nowhere. Found it. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Seven by 12. Coffee made with love from Patrick. Plugging this in really quickly. And the design will end up being 6.5. So instead of doing it vertically, I'm just going to take it and swing it, and I should be able to fit. How big are these? 6.5 by 8.5. Can I do 2 in one hooping? Ice cream cones, 6 by 8. Oh, wait a minute. That's not going to fit. It's going to go this way because it's going to be 6.5. And we'll just snug it up. We're going to keep it vertical, and we're going to snug it up. This is where I move this out of the way so I don't spill it. And let me see if I have, where's the fabric I was using last night? If we have to cut it, we'll just cut some more. That's not the size. That's not the size. How about this one? This looks like, this is barely, I'm just going to use it. See, you can fudge things around here. Oh wait, here's my other one. Here's the one I was looking for. This is the one that's perfect. Actually, big. Big, big, big. I'm going to fudge it. I just keep all my magnets all together at this point. And I need 2 smalls on the top. And then I'll cut a piece for the next hooping. I just love the ways these kind of just snap into place. And just stretch it taut, but not tight. Okay, we're hooped. I love this. I'm just obsessed with these hoops. So, we're going to be doing another sale on Brother Accessories. So, we will let you know the details. Maybe if Patrick and I have time tonight, we can put that together. We'll do all the usual stuff that we normally do. And then we're going to add in some stuff that we haven't put on before. So, just keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll have to let Patrick know. That's his job for today. Ice cream cones. I don't know why I thought I'd be able to do everything in 2 hours. Here we go. So let's go ahead. Don't put your hoop on yet because it's going to tell you that you have to switch to a bigger hoop because this is outside the 7x12. I'm going to go home and then I'm going to go embroidery and I'm going to grab my little listy list. And we are doing ice cream cones. There's 2 of them. So 2 ice cream cones. And you have to bump up to the 7x12 hoop because it'll bump you out of the 6x10 because there's that extra ½ inch for the quilting. And the design we're using is swirls 6x8 from Clear Blue Tiles. Swirls 6x8. This is from Clear Blue Tiles. I'm going to choose my hoop. You just go to your settings button, which is the one that looks like a piece of notebook paper. It takes you automatically to your embroidery settings when you have the when you have your embroidery arm on. I'm going to switch this to 7x12 and okay. Don't move it yet. Add your design first. And we're doing one at a time, so we're going to layer them right now. We're not doing multiples. Hello Sunshine, applique block, and there's my ice cream cone. He's really tiny, huh? He's only, let me make sure there's not, are there more than one ice cream cone? Yeah, there is. There's that bigger one there. That's the one you want. You want the 5x7 one. Oh, look, there's a 6x10 too. Make 2 identical ice cream cone blocks, 5x7. I think the other ones, because you get all different sizes, isn't that fun? They might go in other projects, like, and I'm just guessing here, but we gotta make this. Is this, like, I just love, are these called tumbling blocks? I don't even know what they're called because I'm not a quilter. Yeah, they just have all different sizes. We're doing the 5x7. 5x7. So until you hit set, this is like dating. I can just check you out. I can try you out. And then once I hit set, then I'm committed. Set says, okay, let's do this. We're doing this. All right. So that is combined and done. Now we're going to hit embroidery. That's going to combine the two because that is centered. And let's scoot it up so we can maximize our muslin use. Or if you're using your stabilizer on the roll, I'm going to go layout, move. Let's slide the old hooperoo on. If you don't, it'll let you just move that forever. And you're going to see this. As I'm hitting my up button, it will stop. And it won't go any further outside of the range. And that's such a great feature, isn't it? All right, I'm going to take out my red thread. I love red, but I think red is, for me, I always say it just feels aggressive. So, let's see what we're going to do. Let's grab our fabric. So when I ordered this fabric from Spoonflower, and I thought it was going to be little sprinkles. And when it showed up, it had big sprinkles. I was like, wow. Some of you have a different fabric, which is equally as cute. It is like a pink polka dot, and it is so adorable too. So this is going to be your cone. This is the top of the ice cream with the sprinkles, and here are your other pieces. I'm going to grab these right now. And first thing that we're going to need is we are going to need a color for quilting. We're going to do swirls on swirls. So why don't we, you know what might be kind of, give me a second, because the fabric is swirly. I'm thinking maybe I might want something that might be geometric instead. That might just be like grid work or something like that. Give me just a second, and I'm going to pull from my quilting designs. Swirl on swirls. Hang on, I need just a minute. I might just change that one. You know what I have? I do have my little quilting book, but I don't know where it is. Kimberbell quilting. I have a folder that says Kimberbell quilting. Let's do, I got chicken wire. I got, what do we have from Oh So Delightful? Oh, radial lines. Doesn't that sound kind of good? Okay, I'm gonna put a couple of things on here. Let me grab this. Pulling this out. You're not gonna hear me for a second. Hang on. Okay, I just pulled out, and I'm just gonna switch this, so it's not swirls on swirls, and I'm gonna do radial lines. So radial lines is from, it's from Oh So Delightful. So I'm gonna return. I'm gonna get rid of the swirls, which looks so cute. Let's delete that. And I'm going to add. Going to go back in here. And this is kind of cool because then I can show you another feature. So radial lines, and I'll change that in this spreadsheet. That is from Oh So Delightful. And we want the, what size are we doing here again? 6x8? Yeah, ice cream cone 6x8. 6x8. Let's go ahead and set that. And I am going to center the ice cream cone to this. So I'm going to go select. So now the ice cream cone is there. And move. And there's my center button. Okay. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my order of stitching because the ice cream cone was there before the radial designs. It's going to want to do the quilting later. So you just hit this button here and you can just move it. So now it's quilting and then the ice cream cone. Cool. And then I'm just going to do this in white so it's not too distracting. Let's go embroidery. We're going to move it to the top of the hoop again. Layout, move, scoot it up. It combines in this screen. And let's give it a go. And I'll make that change in the sheets. I didn't want my swirls to compete with my swirls. Here we go. First step is going to be placement stitch for the batting. I do have white in there. You know what we need is a different color because it's going to be hard to see. Let's go ahead and do taffy. Taffy's one of my favorites. Swirls. Oh my god, I love that swirl quilting design though. Okay, let's give our batting and our background piece a little shot of spray. Oh, did it catch? Oh, it's catching now. I'm just going to let it go. Why it didn't catch and why it started to catch, I have no idea. I have a feeling, oh my god. I keep telling you I'm taking my machine in for service and I haven't. So I just talked to Patrick today and I said, Patrick, don't let me forget, you've got to bring that machine in, and my machine just needs a little TLC. I am several million stitches over my recommended stitch count, which is 3 million. Don't tell anyone. This is on the underside, so it really doesn't make a difference. And now I'm going to lay my background fabric down too. I had a little bit that wasn't stabilized because when I laid it down, I don't know if you remember, if you watched the prep video, but I just, it was 10 inches. I'm going to move it down a little bit. So I'm going to be mindful of that it is beyond that edge. Okay. I'm going to do the tack down. So let's skip some stuff. Say okay here. Go here where you go forward and backward stitches. We're going to skip the batting tack down, the placement stitch. We're going to do the background tack down for sure. And then we'll do the quilting stitch. I'm just going to hold it just kind of like this so it doesn't pucker anywhere. And I call this tickling my fabric. I'm going to just tickle it down so it lays nice and flat. This stitch is a long stitch out, the radio. Oh, would it be cool? Would it be cute if I just left it in the taffy? Let me look. So the taffy, this, and the ice cream. That's a lot. No, we're just going to go ahead and I'm just going to do white. If I feel like, oh, I didn't like that, I can change it for the next ice cream cone. They're just scattered. They're going to be in different spots. And the other thing I could do is I could find another design while this is stitching out, because it is 8 minutes. The radio's a little bit long, so just let it go. This is the 7x12, Miss Joanne, the 7x12 magnetic. Yeah, you can absolutely still get, we have all the mini quilt kits. We just keep cutting them. We cut 8 at a time. I know. I could get it serviced. I just like haven't wanted to give it up. That's the problem. Oh, you know what? There is a lot of good stuff in the red, white, and bloom. Wow. And what's so great about it is it's like pretty plain stuff. I'm going to copy that whole folder. Okay, you're not going to hear for just a second because I'm going to unplug the mic to plug in my USB. Hang on. I did print out that the quilting book. I'm gonna see if I can find it because it's been a long time. We should all revisit quilting designs that you have bought in the past, because I had no idea that Red, White, and Bloom had so many different, I don't want to call them generic, but like non-themed quilting designs. Hang on, I'll see if I can grab the book. Alright, so, I mean, isn't radial just kind of pretty, and it's kind of a long stitch out. So, let's take a look at, oh, let me get you guys back up too on my screen. Oh, should I wait, Cindy? You're right, I should wait. Actually, you know what? We always take my machine to the quilt show too. Actually, do we? We're not going to take it. You're right. I should just wait. Okay, here is Kimberbell's catalog, and I did print it out. One thing I didn't like is that it was really hard, and I've got a good printer. It's really hard to kind of see the designs, but it also gives you a list right here. And so this is quilting bundles by number. I wonder if it, like, different ways that it categorizes it. But I mean, I probably have all of these. This is what we really should have done, right? Gone through here and looked at this. But if you look at this, Red, White, and Bloom, this is the one that I was just talking about. And it's going to be hard to see, but there's the bubbles. There are wavy one, plaid one. So it's a little hard to see. There's orange peel. You see it right there. So it was kind of hard to see these when they were those little pictures, but then they also have these kind of bigger pictures that you could look through, and clamshell, directional, fruit 7. So I would definitely recommend stitching this out. Maybe you do it once a year, right? Because stuff does change, or hopefully you can just like insert pages into this. And you don't have to print the whole thing out again. Geometric. Okay, I like it when it tells me where it comes from. Life is better in full bloom. Cuties bundle. So you can go through here and you can look for stuff. Patriotic. There's so many different designs. But I did go ahead and I put all of, why don't we pick a different one out for the ice cream cones for the next one. We'll do radial for this one. I am going to change it in there just because, like I said, I didn't want the swirl on top of the swirl. It probably would have been a lot quicker, but that's okay. So I'm going to change this one. We'll do, and I'll add in here, this is radial, and it is from Oh So Delightful. But I'll do one of the other ones from Red, White, and Blue. If you don't have that, then you're just going to use whatever you have in your collection. You do not have to go buying a whole bunch of quilting bundles. However, let's take a quick preview of Red, White, and Blue, because maybe you'll like those and you'll want to use those. That might be a good one to have if you don't already have it. I just happen to have my Red, White, and Blue quilt. We can look at some of the quilting designs in it. You know what? I did not do this with the quilt bundle. So here is Red, White, and Blue. And I think this was right around the time that they came out with the quilt bundle. And so I didn't quilt these. If you look at my squares, they're not quilted. I stitched in the ditch. And I did add a little bit of stippling. And like this is probably one of the fills. But this is, if you were thinking about doing it, this is Red, White, and Blue. It's pretty sweet. The only thing that's not done on this is I needed to finish the quilting on this side and this side. I think I'm done with the quilting on this side. And I did a really cute little flange binding, which is adorable. I did a pieced back where I used up all my scrap pieces. I was just, when I was doing, we're ready to actually do the quilting on this. But I'll give you a little sneak peek. We'll pick out something together for the next ice cream cone. What was I telling you about? I don't know what I was telling you about. So maybe as Michelle would say, we'll wait for the fish to come to the front of the tank. The thought has escaped me. Here's our fabric that we're going to be using. Let's see what we should use for thread colors for our cone. I usually like, I think it's cork. We'll use cork for the ice cream cone. And for the top part, here's their color list. Page 33. I wonder if I even filmed it. So they have like a nice pink, a white, and that. I am gonna use something for this though. Let me go. Should I go taffy or pink lemonade? Those are like my favorite pinks ever. Let's go pink lemonade. Although you're gonna probably convince me to do something else, Miss Marlene. All right, I'm going to go ahead and let me put in this cork right now. I used all different ones on my filler blocks from my designs. Yeah, did you just go ahead and pick out all sorts of fun designs? Was it fun? You know what's kind of fun about these? It's fun to like look through your designs and find something that's gonna look cute with it. I need to go through all of my quilting bundles and And then I need to maybe highlight what I have in the book, which is probably going to be almost everything. Okay, spray the backs of your fabric. Your giant size sprinkles. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to get them something so special. It showed up, it was so giant size, but they're still super cute. Okay, we're going to trim this out. Yeah, exactly, Marlene. You paid for them, so you might as well use them. Do they come in multiple sizes? Oh, yeah. When you order them from Kimberbell, they come in a ton of sizes. So when I show you what I got for Red, White, and Bloom, I want you can see what different sizes they come in. And they'll come in vertical, horizontal, so they come in all different sorts of sizes. What's cute for the for each project is they usually have something that's like, you know, themed that kind of goes with the project that you're working on. But I really like a lot of the generics, and that's why I like the clear blue tiles so much, because you can use them on any project. Like you can use swirls and loops on anything. It's going to look adorable. Okay, ice cream cone top. And it's been so long since I looked at Red, White, and Bloom that I didn't realize that that one was so fantastic. Here's my pitch for Red, White, and Bloom. And if you don't mind using our affiliate link, Kimberbell gives us a little kickback. I wish I could send you a thank you. Because so many of you do use the affiliate link, and Kimberbell never gives us any information. So we don't know who used it, what you used it on. They do send us like a little commission amount that we received, but that is all the information they give us. Oh my goodness, so cute. If you want to fussy cut it so you know that you're going to have that giant pink sprinkle in there, or you want some of that green, I'm just going to tack it down and trim it. Oh, see, that's wonderful, Charlene. I'm totally the type, though, that'll, like, I don't know if I could have it together enough to update my book every month. Mine's going to be a, hey, you haven't updated this in the past year. Why don't you update it, Jeannie? But yeah, so the ladies are all saying that you can, that they update it monthly and tell you where to put the page. I mean, Kimberbell is on top of it. They make everything so easy. Like, I don't know. It's going to be hard to compete. Like, I've done other embroidery designs from other companies, and to me, like, nothing's quite as clear and great as Kimberbell. But we'll see. But at the same time, I spend so much time doing Kimberbell. It's like what I know and what's familiar to me. This is the year, right? We're gonna visit some other stuff. But Kimberbell, I love you. And I think so many other people do too, right? We love you, Kimber. Oh, look at those sprinkles. Oh my God, it's too cute. We're doing the satin stitch on the bottom of the cone. Okay, food 5. Where does food 5 come from, Cindy? What packet is that from? Yeah, I don't know why it was hard to see. The contrast just wasn't very good. So, I know, I thought to myself, am I going to have to print this whole thing out again? Like, maybe they could just print it on white. Like, if the background was white and, like, pink or something instead of the turquoise and or was it it was orange, and it was just hard to see the designs. Two scoops. Okay, let's check that out. I was only going to stitch until noon, but I can't stop. Do you ever feel that way where you just can't control yourself and you just have to keep embroidering? This sounds so silly. Oh man, I can't stop myself right now. These are so easy. This reminds me back in the day with Kimberbell, because a lot of it was pretty simple stuff. And sometimes there's some designs where you're like, wow, I had to really think about that. So this is really fun where you don't have to think too much. And it still looks amazing. Let me get my little book that has the quilting designs. I'm going to look at food. Why don't we just play around? We'll just look at our designs while we're sitting here. Oh my god, this is a reminder that my whole thing is done. I think I didn't do my borders. It all comes down to the borders, the layering, the stitching in the ditch. Yeah, I'll have to suggest it and tell them that it would be better if they didn't have it on the dark turquoise and the orange. I'm gonna email my rep. It's waves. Oh, this is cute. This is swirls, but it has flowers in it. Plaid. Plaid is great. Plaid might work for this too. Who doesn't love hearts? And Valentine's words. Okay, here it tells you what it's in. So already in Red, White, and Bloom, you get the waves, you get the plaid, you get the chicken wire, because it says down here, right? You get just the straight lines, the orange peel. This lines one that looks kind of like wood. Oh, and how about this cute little one with stars and swirls in it. I love anything with hearts and little birds. Violet doesn't love hearts. Like, I like to draw hearts. I like clothing with hearts on it. I like anything that has hearts. She doesn't like girly stuff like that. Ooh, I like that. That's food. Those are ice. I love this one too. The buntings. This one is ice cream cones. Was that the one that you wanted me to look at, Cindy? That would be really cute. Okay, so this one has ice cream cones and popsicles. Adorable. We have insects. We have more food. More insects. This one here, these are cherries from Red, White, and Bloom. This is from Red, White, and Bloom too. This is fireworks. Did anyone else print this, and did you feel like it was hard to see? Or is it just me and my printer? Because I think my printer's pretty good. Because if it's just me, I'm not going to email my rep. But if it's other people and you have trouble seeing the design, let me know and I'll email her and see if, just tell her when it prints out. It's like hard to see the design. And what if they did something lighter? All right, now we got to go outside of the ice cream cone. I can't decide. Should I go clover? Should I go... I love me some taffy. I could just do plain pink. I love me some plain pink lemonade too. Oh, that's cute. Okay, I'm just... Marlene, look away. I'm doing pink. Because there's a lot going on. I just want it to be like, here's your ice cream cone. I'm going to go pink. And I'm doing pink lemonade. So let me do cork. I'll write these down on my list. Why does mine look bad? I have a laser jet. And it's not horrible. Like, I can see it, but not on like those small ones. But they could do like light blue and light orange, and then I think you'd be able to see it better. Cute. Okay, what we're gonna do is I will stitch out my other ice cream cone later. I'll throw in whatever design I'm gonna be using, but I'm thinking, I'm gonna look at my red, white, and blue. I think I'm gonna choose something from there because I kind of want something with the swirls that's gonna be geometric. I also like something just like this. I might do this like serpentine one, or maybe I'll do chevron. Chevron will be really cute. I have this. I'm gonna do one of those. I think it'll go quick. Maybe I'll just do this one. Because I don't, or plaid would be great too. Okay, when I load my next one, I'll just throw it in there. But it's gonna be one of those. Either wavy one, plaid one. I'm feeling kind of wavy. I think I'm gonna do wavy one. I'm writing it in my sheet right now. And it's from Red, White, and Blue. I'm getting kind of excited thinking about doing Broomhilda's, where we're gonna make up all our own quilting, because I just think it's fun. Okay, this one, ice cream one. And then the second one, I'm gonna do wavy. And I'm gonna do it with white. Well, I can't decide if I'm going to do a color. I'm just going to do it white. Charlene, did you think it was? And I think it's easy to see. Well, it's not even easy to see on these big ones. You can see it okay. But where I really had trouble seeing it was on these little ones. Like these little ones. Well, that one actually. Now I'm proving myself wrong. But these back here. Like, right. That is hard to see. Like here. I can see the orange, but on the blue. So, like, how about this? This stipple? It's okay. Anyways, let me add some colors to my list. So, we used cork, and I'm using pink lemonade. Some of you do not have this in your kit, the ones that we did later. And I am seeing some shadowing. You might want to put some shape flex on that. I'm not even going to do it in my next one. That's what I say. I am going to do it. I'm going to shape flex this one. I'm seeing the shadowing of the swirls. Let me go ahead and shape flex it right now. I'll add a little note here. Add shape flex. To back of ice cream fabric, sprinkle fabric. And while you're at it, you could also add it to the back of the cupcake fabric. I'm going to add it to this one because I can really see those swirls. I don't know about you, but I have a little basket that I keep scraps of Shape Flex in. So, you know, sometimes it just doesn't come out totally even. Like if it's a light color fabric, you don't want to, is this even Shape, is it Shape Flex? Yeah, let me see if this is big enough. If it's a light fabric, you don't want to piece it, but I've even pieced it, like on the back of dark fabrics. I'll just throw it on the back. Oh, here's a big piece. This should be enough. Here we go. But I keep all of that. I'm still heating up. Cindy, I'm just, okay, literally, how long did it take us to get Hello Sunshine put together? I think it took us like a year from the time like I talked about it to the time we started stitching it out. It's a big job for me as a like storekeeper, store shop owner that doesn't have that special machine that cuts them all out. Oh my God, so cute. Put in your white. The white's gonna go down. Hang on. Now that I see the swirls behind my ice cream cone, I'm super bothered by it. So I really want you guys to Shape Flex it. I was gonna be like, I can live with it. This one I'm gonna live with because I have to, because it's already stitched down. But the next one, I do not have to live with it. Okay, so it probably took us like a year from the time that I started talking about it to the time I was able to pick out the fabric, to the time I was able to have it cut, to the time it took me to send it to you. And then this is going to stitch that little running stitch down the center. It's a big job. I want to do Broomhilda's. Don't you? Like, and the thing that I love about Broomhilda's too, that I love about this one, is I love the fact that we will use like our own background quilting and we'll just turn it into whatever we're going to turn it into. It's going to be our own creation. The fabrics that are in it, you can't get anymore. So I was looking at some fabric just the other day on Benartex. Okay, much better. We're not going to see the shadowing through on that. And I'm back just in time. So I'm not going to do the next ice cream cone. You guys have seen that. You can do it on your own. I'm going to do one of the kites. Cute. Does that make you happy? Look at those giant sprinkles. Oh my goodness. Those make me so happy. This is just a happy, happy quilt. They should call it Hello Happy. Okay, let me put this away for later so I don't lose all my pieces. And I am going to grab my kite fabric if I can find it, because I do not know where that folder is. Okay. Hello, kite. Hello, kite. Okay, here it is. Here you are, kites. What size is the kite? Kite is also 6x8, so we're just going to rehoop on this fabric that I fudged that wasn't quite big enough. I think what you want is 12 inches. Mine is probably 10.5, which means I cut this for the 6x10 hoop. But I didn't have extra fabric to prep until Patrick brought that bolt home for me. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. I love you. 7 by 12. Everyone needs one. These are very expensive. In our brother's sale, I want to say we sold them for $369. Normally, I'm pretty sure they're over $500. I know that's ridiculous. You know, get it if you can. If you can't, you can use your other hoops. Oh, look at this. I don't know if I'm going to have enough room. You don't know. Well, probably not, because look, there's no fabric here. That's okay. Let's cut a piece right now. Oop! Sorry, ran into the filming arm. Well, it's easy to cut a piece when you have a whole bolt. And I already took some off the roll. I'm going to fold it in half and then cut it because it doesn't have to be perfect. And we're just doing 12 inches. 12 inches. Here we go. And let's put it right here. Let's get it as even as we can. And where's my big old ruler? Do I really need 12 inches? Let me lay this down. You need it from here to here. Let's do 11.5 inches. Yesterday, Patrick and I left a pair of sunglasses in his car and they literally melted. And these are not like cheapies. These are like a nice pair of Maui Jims. And so I went to try on another pair of Maui Jims that I will not leave in the car. And I put them on and then I looked in the mirror and I went, that's not me. I'm still not used to having short hair. So I've enjoyed having short hair, but I see myself with long hair, so I'm going to grow my hair out. Although it's so easy. Like, I love how easy it is having short hair. And I like that I've had short hair. I can see myself in the future at some point cutting my hair short again. It's been kind of fun. I feel sassy with short hair. Here we go. I like to put my fingers like down here where it kind of holds it. Make your wish list. If you have some things that you want to get, start putting it together because we're going to be able, like I said, we're going to have another accessory sale. So, I don't know, even if you need like bobbins or something, we're going to be doing a fun accessory sale. I'm going to put this on, well, let's roll this up. Because if I don't, I'm going to step on it like I'm stepping on it right now. Is this one of your favorite hoops, Marlene? This one? Don't you love it? If you're the girl that has everything, get it. If you're the girl that has to save, get it, because we're doing it at a great deal. And you'll use it all the time. I've been, you know, for most of my embroidery now, if I can do it in the 5x7 or this 7x12, that's what I've been doing. I don't know what it is. I just love them. I love the regular hoops too. Maybe they're even easier to use, and I just don't know why I'm so obsessed with these. All right. Jumbo Wonder Clips. I'm going to slide this on. My bobbin still looks good. Let's go ahead. It's going to be 102 tomorrow. Holy cow. Patrick and I were talking about, we lived in Vegas for a while, and I was like, I don't think I can do the heat again. But it's just an excuse to stay inside the house, and I love being in the house. I'm a total homebody. Okay, let's go ahead and say okay. Let's do our first kite, because the backgrounds I think are different on all the kites. And the fabric too, the applique fabric. So we'll do, oh, actually, background fabric is the same on all of these. There we go. And I did label mine. So mine say kite 1, kite 2. So this is kite 3. I'm going to pull this out. Kite 2. Here's kite 1. We'll just do kite 1 first. And I put the fabric in order, in the order in which it's going to get laid down. So they're a little bit different. Some of them are a little different, but they look very similar. All right, I'm going to put these two away. And let's see what design we have in store for us. So we're doing kites. They're all swirl 6, 6, 8. So I'm going to go in here. Let's go okay. Nope, I'm going to go home. I'm going to take a peek inside my red, white, and bloom folder. Oh, here's my USB. This is what I put it into. So I'm not taking it and putting it in and out of my port. So if anything breaks, it'll be that one. I just bought that on Amazon. It was super cheap. It came in like a 2-pack. Red, white, and bloom. Quilting bundle. There's wavy. There's plaid chain link. Lines, orange pill, line. What's lines 2? Let's see what lines 2 is. I think lines 1, oh, it looks not crazy about that. I could have just hit my back arrow 2 to take me back to that previous screen. Okay, lines 2. We've got stars. Let's see what stars looks like. Ooh, I like that. I don't know if I like it for this. So you can just hit this back arrow. Celebration. What's geometric? Ooh, I like that too. That's kind of fun. 6 by 8. I think I'm going to go with, for this one, I'm just going to do, wait, I need to go back far enough. I'm going to go with either plaid or wavy. I'm just going to do the plaid. I like it because this is like wavy already. So I'm going to go plaid, and I'm doing 6 by 8. So I'm going a little rogue from our list. Embroidery. Return, because I didn't add my design yet. Let's hit add, and we're going to add the kite. And the kite is going to be, let's see what it is. Is it considered applique? It's an applique block. Here we go. And that is the first kite. The kites are 5 by 7. So you have them in 4 by 4. You want to find your 5 by 7s, and we'll just go in this order. This is the first one. It says kite 1, kite 2, kite 3. If you have small little thumbnails, you might not be able to see the whole title, but it'll go in order. So I'm going to do the 5 by 7. Let's set it. It is centered. It's not moving anywhere. Now we can go embroidery. It's combined. I'm going to go layout, move. My hoop is slid on, so I can just go ahead, pump it all the way up. I'm going to say okay. I'm going to hit this where I can go forward and backward stitches. And now I can see what I'm stitching. All right. We want a contrasting color for this. I'm going to go ahead and just put in this green clover. Clover so I can see it. Take out my white. White lives on the machine. Patrick is in there laughing. I'm sure he's talking to one of his boyfriends. That boy is like the biggest phone boy I've ever met in my life. He is so social too. I think he's more social than I am. I'm pretty social, but that boy is social. I'm going to use linen. Linen. I'll put the linen in for the quilting, but I'll put this in for the other stuff right now. I wonder if this is like plaid 1, plaid 2. right, let me get my fabric. I'm going to go ahead and give this a shot of spray. My batting, my background fabric. And I'll add this to the list. That would probably be really cute. I wanted to keep something plain though because this is like swirly. So I didn't want the swirls or the clouds to compete. That's just me in my head. Oh my God. Spring Showers, top 3 favorite quilts of all time. I actually, you know what? It's going to be really hard for me to choose. Okay, let's ask you guys. What have been your favorite Kimberbell quilts? I know a lot of you have done a lot of them. So now I just sprayed my background fabric. I'm just going to center it. Make sure that I have shape flex all the way around. Here we go. I am going to go ahead and do my, whoops. That is tack down for the batting, which we don't need because we cut it to size. So let me take that out and let's fast forward. I'm going to go here and here. And this is orange. That's the tack down for my background. Spring Showers, I got to do a top 5. Spring Showers, top 5. Falling into Autumn, that's up there for me. The little sweaters, oh my goodness, so cute. The swirls, so cute. What am I gonna choose? There's so many that I love. Okay, we want linen. You might not like this too. I want you to choose whatever you like. Look at Marlene throwing down. She's going right in for Candy Corn Quilt Shop, then Spring Shop. Candy Corn Quilt Shop, that was pretty cute. That was pretty darn cute. Oh my God, what if you mix in bench pillows? I own almost all of them. Oh God, that one was cute. Home is where the heart is pillow. April, that one was, I mean, if you do pillows, holy cow. That is, then I can't decide. You might not like this. Don't pick anything you don't like. The world is your oysters of quilting designs. But I'm going to be doing plaid. I just like kind of geometric with swirly stuff. Here we go, Dudica, Falling for Autumn. Oh, we whisk you. Yeah. I'm going to use a different quilting design for each one of these. Swirls would have been amazing. I'm going to do one with the swirls too. I think this is just fun kind of picking your design. For red, white, blue. This is in blue. While it's stitching this out, I'm going to get my little kite pieces. And I'm going to go ahead and spray the back of these because these are going to be going down for the applique. I should also, let me see what it's using for colors. Looks like they're all outlined in black. Is that true? No. So they're doing one color for all of them. And maybe I will do pistachio for all of them. You can choose whatever color you want. this will look cute with all of them, or else you could do the taffy. That would be adorable too. I'm going to go pistachio for all of them. Dude, I thought spring showers was just so sweet. I'm going to spray my pieces. They're going to be ready to go. I love this. I like how squishy it is, too. Do you like that? You know what I don't like? Okay. Now our kite is geometric. I'm super picky. Picky. Alright, I am gonna put in my, you know what? I'm gonna do all three of mine differently. So we'll do this one with this, and then I'm gonna do swirls, and then I think I'm gonna do wavy. I'm just gonna try them all. It'll be fun. Here we go. This is going to be first piece, and if you look at this, it just goes from top to bottom, 1 through 4. And if you look at your fabrics, they kind of match the color tones. So the first one is going to be the one that's kind of swirly, like this. I'm going to lay it down. Holy cow, look at that piece. I'm going to lay it down like this, and I'm going to use it for my other one. Can't help myself. I didn't spray them all, so I'll throw the other one in my scrap pile. Oh my god, like the butterflies on that. Judika's talking about spring showers, and the felt flowers, the little snail, everything. I so loved so many of those. If I don't have to slide my hoop off or move it, then I don't. Just cut. Let me put this with my other stuff. All right, next. Okay, if it was just me, I would skip the next step, and I would just be laying down my stuff. We're using the original fabric for the next one. I wonder if I could use this for more than one. I'm going to challenge myself. What does that say? Kite design is KDQ? What's KDQ? Oh, 95. Oh, this one's gonna look so cute up, dude, in the house. It's gonna make you want to eat popsicles and drink lemonade. Go fly a kite in a good way. I just did it next to the edge to see if I could use the other one for the other parts. Don't do this. Don't do what I'm doing. This is what, like, okay, this is the hoarder in me. Because I'm like, oh, let me try and use this piece in the next one. Okay, now we're going to throw down this one. This is a substitute for the original fabric. The original fabric was this in this color. Do you like the plaid? Plaid looks okay, right? It's cute. Okay, I'm gonna lay this one down. Same thing. This is me trying to save it. Why? Why am I saving this? What is wrong with me? I have a problem. I'm still throwing it in the bag and I'm gonna try and use it. Like, I don't have enough scraps that are driving me crazy as it is. Oh my goodness, though. I felt so good last night when I was piecing together the back of my, I'm going to finish it and I'll show you at the store tomorrow. When I was piecing together my Quilting Through the Seasons back, I probably used, I'd say 75% of all the scrap pieces because it drives me crazy to have all those scrap pieces. I'm just, because I don't want to throw it away, but how am I going to use it all and I forget about it? So, so I love just, like I said, doing a scrappy back. Here we go. This I think is original too. Seriously, I'm not going to be able, I'm just using the whole thing. I'm throwing it down. It's part of my therapy. My piece looks small. Ooh, this might not be the right one, but I'm just going to use it. I'm going to go over the edge. It is just big enough. The edge. Maybe I grabbed the wrong one. It's okay. It was big enough. What are those trim? Ooh, Erica, do you like them? Look at this, Erica. Watch me trim. Okay, these are the Havel snips. They're made by Havel. Am I saying that right, or is it Havel? And they're called snippies. We have them at the store. And what I love about them is they're a little bit longer and stronger than my Femore ones. The titanium ones, I got to tell you, were my favorite for so long. And then I had these in my stash. Of course, I couldn't find my Femore ones. And I grabbed these and I was like, wait a minute. You are wonderful. Why have I had years. I'm sure I've had these for years. Here we go. Now it wants to do the outline stitch. I'm just going to let it go. Does that kite look so sweet? Snippies. So you can, I have something for Erica. I think, do I have your fabric? I have something up front for you. I saw your name the other day and thought of you. But yeah, just type in Snippies. I think it's SNIP-EZE, but I could be wrong. Or type in Havel and you'll see him there. The plaid looks good, doesn't it? Looks cute. We're going to do swirls next. Actually, it's 105. This is the last one that I'm going to do. I'm going to keep stitching. When I stitch, I film it. So I will film the other ones. I think the only ones that I have from today that we're going to need to finish up is the second ice cream cone and the 2 kites. So I will film the other 2 kites. And then that might be it for me. But this week, I will definitely, I'm going to do the easy stuff. I'm definitely going to do the sentiments because, I mean, you can't get any easier than those. I'm definitely going to do the watermelon, although we do have to do the rind, so the ruched rind. If you've never done it before, it's super fun. Although I think Kathy Boland said she just used really fat rickrack, which you can always do. But I like making the rind. The rind's going to be fun. Your instructions are going to be here on page number 22, but I'll make it and I'll walk you through it as well. So there's the rind. So I will film some stuff, and then next week, Patrick's going to be like, we're not doing any sew-alongs next week, but you know I don't listen to him. So I'm going to do a sew-along next week, and we'll finish. We'll probably do, I'm guessing we'll do the pineapple, unless I get it done this week. The pineapple the flower blocks, because this has some kind of the prairie point grass that I've never done before. So it'd be kind of fun to do that all together. And it does have the fringe. So there's a lot going on with the flower block. Oh my goodness, we are almost done. Can you believe it? And we need to do it together, ladies. That keeps us on track. You've got to make sure that you come for the sew along so you get it stitched out too. Oh, you're gonna come tomorrow, Erica? I'll see you tomorrow then. You don't even, I'm pretty sure I have some on the wall. So if you just want to get them when you come into the store, you can do that too. Girls trip. Girls trip to A1. Are those so pretty? Those colors are so pretty. Okay, I'll add it to the sheet. I'm gonna do swirls. We'll do one with swirls. Do you like my horrible writing here? That's height 1. Height 2, we'll do swirls. Height 3, we're gonna do, I'm gonna do wavy. It's gonna be so much fun. Nice, April. I'm jealous. Okay, don't judge me on how messy my room is. I'll show you my backing for, oh, so delightful. I just layered the top with the batting. I crumpled it up in a ball so it's all wrinkly now, and I haven't trimmed it so it's even like on the sides, but this is all the leftover pieces from quilting through the season. So all those pieces that were left over, I just sewed them all together, and I just sew them all together as haphazardly as I want. I mean, I straighten stuff off and like I do like sections. But I'll show you tomorrow, so I'm going to do this next. I'll put it on the back of my quilting through the seasons, and I'll stitch in the ditch, and it's going to look so cute on the back. And this was all stuff that would just be like bothering me. I look at it like, what am I going to do with all of that? And now it's just in my back. And whatever back fabric do they give you the back fabric for that? I don't even know if they do. I'd say it probably took me an hour and a half or 2 hours to piece that together like that. So it's not, super fast. Love this. Oh, April, I can't wait. I'll let you know when it comes. I don't know if it's that, I don't know if it's that pretty, but it looks so good when it's on there. Well, this isn't so pretty. This is scrapping, like hanging out like that. But for me, it really is about not having all of those little pieces scattered all over my room. And they're not. I have like a bin. It's like of the size of a milk crate, and that's where I put all my leftover Kimberbell pieces. But geez, it's starting to overflow. So anytime I can use up my pieces, I use them up. And like I said, that used up probably about 75% of all the pieces I had left over. Bobbin running out. Cut your thread when you change your bobbin. You don't want to drag that around. My iPad and 11. Oh, thank you, Helen. Yes, I would love a thumbs up I don't even know. Patrick says it helps us like in our algorithm or something like that. I'm just like, I have probably said, if you like it, subscribe and give us a thumbs up. I've probably said that in like maybe 5% of my videos. Like, I always forget. I never say that. Yesterday's video that I did, I kept going, and that's the end. And then I'd start a new video. I was like, oh, I forgot. I want to do this too, though. Let's go back 10 stitches. So I'm going to hit return, -10. If you don't have that on your screen, it's this button right here. Forward and backward stitches, -10, just so it overlaps. I only do that, it depends. You know, sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. Sometimes it matters, sometimes it doesn't. Thank you, Erica. Look at all those thumbs up, and I even got a heart. Glad you showed up, Miss Shannon. And glad you joined us, Miss Helen, first time. I try to live feed on Mondays. Ooh, I'm getting lots of love. If I can, I'll live feed on Mondays. I do it for you, and I do it for me. It helps me stay on track with projects. And like, I'm the type of person that if you were like, you should go out and walk, it's good for your health, I won't do it. But if you're like, I'll meet you, then I'll do it. You're like, let's do a girls walk, then I'll go. That's kind of like, sometimes my sewing is like that. Sometimes I go, oh, but I'd rather lay in bed. But then we're doing a sewing date, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do it. Ooh, good habits, April. Good habits. Feeling good. I'm feeling good. Last week, I finished my radiation on May 28th. Last week was kind of like a recovery week where I was like, ooh, my skin still hurts, and I get like a little throb in my armpit. The past day or two, I've been like, ooh, I feel pretty good. Like, I'm not noticing any of that. Got me so motivated. I'm super happy it got you motivated. It got me motivated too. This is like, I need that. I really depend on you guys and my commitment to you guys. What I don't want is I don't want stuff you get from me sitting on your shelf of good intentions. Like, that makes me sad. I want you to use it. I want you to stitch it, use it, love it, share it. Looks like we have one more stitch. Is it going to be that decorative stitch that goes down the outside? If it is, should I go subtle and just do white? Or should we go, what is that last stitch? I'm thinking it is, okay, kite decorative top stitch. Should we go, I almost feel like this will be better. I'm going to go linen. Because I think it's going to look so elegant. And I'm such an elegant person. Just kidding. I like it. It's going to be a little more subtle. Okay, I'm doing this in linen. Not white, linen. Just go with the back, the when it pulls up like that, sometimes I'll hold it down because I don't like that sound. Subtle and elegant. I will put this in the spreadsheet. I hope it doesn't annoy you when I send you multiple spreadsheets with changes in them. I didn't put linen in here. Linen, pistachio. Oh, and you know what you should do, Bernadette? Is a lot of people don't sew the project that we're working on. So I always tell people this can just be like a sit and sew. And then you can work on whatever you want to work on when we're together. Or you can just watch. But I'm glad that you're learning something from this. I hope so. I mean, today was kind of a learning process, right? I had to figure some stuff out. Today it was like I'd never stitched before. I couldn't remember how to load my cupcakes and my background quilting. Oh, the linen is pretty. And the kite is done. They originally had it on like gray, and I was like, oh, I don't know. This quilt doesn't feel like gray to me. And this swirly cloud fabric was from the Fruit Loop line. So this is what we did instead. There's our kite. Just simple, but so beautiful and elegant with our linen thread. And that's going to do it for today. So we got through all our cupcakes. We got our Ladybugs, 1 ice cream cone, 1 kite. You have 2 more kites to do for homework. You have 1 more ice cream cone to do for homework. I'm going to keep stitching out this week. At the least, I'm doing those sentiments because those are going to be such a piece of cake. I'll send you a new spreadsheet for next week with homework and what we're going to work on. Unfortunately, because it gets so busy during the week, sometimes you don't get those until the last minute. But just have everything ready. Have everything ready, and we'll make changes as we go. I will add to this spreadsheet. I wrote things in. I'll redo it, and I'll send it back out to you if you're going to be working on this during the week. And have a great day. Be creative and make something awesome. And I will see you in the live feed tomorrow. And we'll see you later. Bye, guys. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me. That was